So what do you really need to know about liposuction? A question gets DM'd to me all the time, so we thought we would actually move from the whiteboard to the TVs because we're getting in tech days. Go through the top 5 points of liposuction. So number 1, there is a limit to liposuction, and that varies by state. Some states it's 4 liters, some states it's 5 liters, and some states it can even be a little bit more. In the end, the main goal is trying to minimize blood loss after liposuction. But I want you to know that depending on your state, limits vary. Number 2, there's different types of liposuction. So we've got standard lipo, which almost no one does standard lipo anymore. We have power lipo, which basically is a vibrating cannula under power. I want you to think of it as kind of like a jackhammer. It just helps liposuction cannulas move easier and remove fat better. We have energy devices like Vaser ultrasound, which is a personal favorite of mine. I think it works really well. And we have other devices like laser lipos, which is another form of energy. Confusing because Vaser, which means ultrasound, sounds like laser, which means light like a laser. Lasers typically aren't used that much anymore because of the risks of burns. Jumping down here, we've got recovery. How long is recovery from lipo? So in general, we tell people that it's a sort of a fluid recovery. Most people are going to take about a week off of work. I'm okay with people when we do just liposuction, getting back to the gym by day 3 to 4 after lipo. We will wear compression over the first 3 months. We do lymphatic massages over the first 6 weeks. And swelling usually takes about 3 months to go down. There's going to be lumps, bumps, and firm spots that can take 6 to 9 months to get better. And usually start to finish after liposuction is about 1 year. That's why you'll hear a lot of talk about, hey, trust this process of lipo, because it's not an immediate, it's a gradual change that has to happen. Do we remove all the fat cells? I think that's always the most common thing. So yes, we do technically remove the fat cells. Like when we remove it, it's permanent, the fat cells are gone. However, the other fat cells that are there can get bigger or smaller as you gain or lose weight. So we have to incorporate healthy lifestyle, or you have to understand that if you continue to gain weight, you will get that fat to come back in those areas because those fat cells will get bigger. And finally, the questions about incisions. So in general, liposuction incisions, I think, are one of the more unattractive incisions that we do in cosmetic surgery. And a lot of that is just because there's a lot of friction, there's some heat. So what do? We try to hide the incisions in underwear lines, bra lines, shadow lines of the body. And what's that mean? So belly button, sort of around the breast, natural sort of break points of the eye, we'll hide it in there. And that's actually one of the beauties of aesthetic surgery. We think about things in aesthetic units or where your eye falls, and we know if we put them on the edges of that, those scars will hide better. More you know.